Well, Len's trying to make sure that we have sound. It's broadcast right, so. Is this on, Orlando?
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom. Benny is not here this evening. He had a previous gig before we had scheduled this. I don't know what it is, but I have one. So you are blessed with Matt and stuck with me. Remember that just because it's an octave lower, it is still in the same key that Benny sings in. Just want to remind that musically. Right, Alan?
I have quite a bit of power in particular.
You have all of the power.
I can play change the key.
Yeah.
You can play change the key, play the style. You have all the power. You have everything. And we have a new microphone so that hopefully it can be heard on the properly.
Whoa.
Let's see. Inei Matov, how good it is to dwell together. Oh wait, Orlando, you softened it, didn't you? Did you make it quieter? No, I'm just speaking softly. Inei Matov, how good it is to dwell together as brothers and sisters, men and women. Together in peace. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov, Inei Matov, Yadadai, Yadadai, Yadadai. Inei Matov, Inei Matov, Yadadai, Yadadai, Yadadai. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Inei Matov Manayim Shevet Achim. Wish each other good Shabbos. If some woman be kind enough to come up, please, and light the Sabbath candles. Wow, Francine came prepared. She's got her one lighter. Are you ready? Francine, what's the cheesecake today? Lemon blueberry. Okay, I'll stick around. I'll sit through the service now that I know that.
It's a good rip.
16 candles. Such a love.
Elohim haolam asher yishaneh b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'havdineh
Amen. As we welcome the Sabbath angels with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashar, Malachei Yom, Mi Melech, Malachei Olam, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Yom, Mi Melech, Malachei Olam, Mi Kadosh Baruch Hu. Mile Shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Malachi Hamlav, Malachi Baruch. Zirem Shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malachi Hamlavi, HaKadosh Baruch. Sorry, I just like to listen to them. I have a question. How many of you noticed that the women do the blessing over the candles, and that I don't actually join in until a certain place in the middle? Anyone ever notice that?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
That was a great question, Sam.
I think maybe because you make a big, to go like so big, to make it certain rhythm.
No, it's not. It's so. There are 3 commandments that are placed upon a woman:
1,
to do the mikveh,
2,
to provide challah for the Shabbat, and
3.
to welcome the Sabbath and light the candles. So
Was the first one?
the first one is to do the mikveh, to do laws of Midah. So the idea is they're doing their blessing. But once they've done the blessing part, blessed be the Lord God, who universe who sanctifies the commandments and commanded us, right? 2. Then I, as men, we join back in with to kindle the lights of the Sabbath. Because I don't want to take their commandment from them. I want them to have the blessing of doing that.
If you're by
Women should do it. Men can do it all, including
If you're by yourself or.
always. I did it by myself, but when I was before when I was single. Yeah. If you have to, you do, you do it. It's a commandment upon women. We're not obligated in the same way. So, if you have children, find your children. So, or how your children find you. They're part of this place now because they're They'll always be my boys. Someone better teach them that now.
You will.
For the girls, Yisamekel hi kasara karachel v'leah. For the boys, Yisimchal hi kefam menashe. For the girls, may God bless you, like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. The boys, may God bless you, like Ephraim and Menashe. Yevorachcha Adonai v'shmerecha. May God always bless you and always protect you. Yerakra v'lecha v'yachunecha. May God lift his countenance and be kind, gracious, and compassionate with you in every place. Yisor v'nakra v'lecha v'yosim lecha shalom. God bless you with good health, with good mental health, good emotional health, with physical health, with spiritual health, with wisdom, with courage, with parnasa, with prosperity, with sisterhood, with brotherhood, with kindness, with compassion, with gentleness, with strength, with humility, with self-awareness, with patience, with self-discipline, with fun, with love, always. I really am curious, is that thing working for people?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're listening to it online? Do I sound the same as I do when I record? Am I live or not? Can you tell the difference? If I put your earpiece in my ear, would I hear myself echoing for the rest of eternity?
It's got a little delay, so it might be.
So I could get the eternal.
Yes.
As we turn to page 19, feel God's nearness, especially when it's challenging. Eternal God, whose temple is the whole world and whose dwelling place is the human heart, we know that you are everywhere, that your presence never leaves us. Help us to feel your nearness, O God, at this hour and in this place.
Week of toils is ended, the day of rest has come, and we will rise to reflect the leading of our lives.
Source of all creation, you have given us the blessing of works so that by our efforts we may fashion things of use and moments of helpfulness. May the work of our hands and minds be acceptable to you, O Lord, drawing us ever closer to you in truth and in love, and together we say, Amen. We're really getting into the summertime almost. Next week, Glenda? Next week we're in the park, right?
Yes.
Next week we're in the park.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. I may come to that. That sounds like that'd be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna be there.
Okay. Who do you think the rabbits will be there?
All the rabbits.
And we have this idea of a wedding channel, Lachado D. The seventh bride who comes in and welcomes and blesses us, and we need those blessings right now in this world. So deeply we need those blessings that only a bride can give. It's wedding season. We have a wedding next Thursday night, actually. For Ron, some of you know Ron and Keelan. They've been married, Orlando, what, 30 years? They've been married 30 years, but now they're going to do it right. And so we're actually going to do a wedding very quickly next Thursday. So we welcome in the bride and the joy of weddings and the joy of life, because that's what sustains us. That's, while we worship life, our enemies worship death. We worship weddings and joy. And that's what we need to do all the time, especially on Shabbat. That's Shalom Aleichem, was it? Oh, okay.
I was thinking Lahada D.
Oh, okay. Which will come? Go. I'm sorry. Okay. Shalom Aleichem.
Oh.
Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem. Okay. He got paid a lot tonight.
No, I just played it.
That's Shalom Aleichem.
Yeah.
L'chadori, la 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 la. There we go. Thought I was not supposed to. La 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 crack the la 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 Shabbat Shabbat la 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 crack the la 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 Shabbat Shabbat Shamor v'Sachor protects. Remember, Shamor v'Sachor. We need to pray for Jerusalem. Wake up and get passionate. welcome a Sabbath life, to speak words of truth and allow ourselves to receive the blessings of God through Shabbat. We allow ourselves to truly be loved, blessed, protected, cared for, everything good in life. Ateret ba'alam, Kam besimcha, Utzocholam, Toch emuneh, Am sekulam, Oikala, Oikala, hey, ay, la, 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 hardi, la, 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 likratala, la, 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat, v'kabe, long and standing as we call ourselves to worship with the Baruch Hu. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Borehu et Adonai, Hamekora, Aru, Adonai, Hamekora, Hamekora, Leolam Vaed, Hamekora, Hamekora, Leolam Vaed. Please be seated. We continue on page 51. The separation of everything. Everything is holy, but not everything is holy for everyone. So we recognize that separation, and that is what God does. He distinguishes between things. Praise you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, whose word brings on the dusk of evening.
Your wisdom opens the gates of dawn, your understanding regulates time and seasons.
The stars above all their appointed rounds in response to your divine will.
You create day and night, you alternate our darkness and light.
You remove the day, you bring on the night, you separate one from the other.
You are your Lord of heaven and earth. You are our living God.
May you rule over us as you rule over nature. Praise you, O Lord, who brings the evening dusk. El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Kol Elam Vaed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Amari V'Arabim. So before we say the Shema, we need to recognize how much God loves us. And that's kind of hard when things are tough in the world. But I was speaking with someone today. Faith is easy when life is good, isn't it? And yet there are no atheists in Foxville. So it's important to recognize the blessings even when things are difficult, especially when they're. So for a moment, think of your own life, or the world's life, our people's life, how God's expressed God's love, and from there, only there can we truly say, the Shema. בכל מילותיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך, היום אלוהיך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בשבתך בביתך, ולקחך בדרך, ושוכבך וקומך, ושרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. So Benny's not here. So we get to do the Shamru. Because I like the Shamru. And we don't get to do it. So, well, it's mixing of timing and everything else. And so we're doing the Shamru. The idea, and it's especially important, that we are to keep the Sabbath. We are to protect the Sabbath. And in the process, God will protect us. It's a really interesting point. We do our part, God will do God's part. We got to do our part. And the Sabbath is the sign. Hold on a second. So I heard something today. I supported to the Rubens on the base. I heard something today, Matt. You guys can listen to it. I heard something today that a young woman goes to her parents because I met them at home. Married. She goes, oh, that's fabulous. I'm so in love. What's he do? He's a chazan. No way, you're not marrying a chazan. She goes, no, I really love him. No, you're not marrying a chazan, the father says. And eventually, she convinces him to at least meet the young man. So he goes to the temple where the chazan is doing his thing. And afterwards, after the service, the young girl, she goes, what do you think of him? He goes, you can marry him. Really, what changed your mind? I heard him sing. He's no chazan.
Oh, but you know.
It was funny the second time too, wasn't it? Thank you. Sell it back. They say that a chazan. They say that a chazan, the first third of his life, he sounds like he's mature. Then the second third of his life, he sounds beautiful. The third third of his life, we never know if he's going to be a goose or a pig. That's a chazan. The chazan say that. Shamru b'nei Yisrael Hashabbat Masoret Hashabbat Ledorotam Olam Shamru b'nei Yisrael Hashabbat Masoret Hashabbat Israel, Oti Leolam, Oti Leolam, Oti Leolam. Veshamru b'nei Israel, Hashabbat, Shabbat, et Hashabbat, et Dorotam Mevidolam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et hashamayim ve'yecha haaretz. Shamru b'nei Yisrael et Hashabbat Maasot et Hashabbat Ledorotam Mevidolam. Uyom hashvi Shabbat vayinafan, Shabbat vayinafan, Shabbat We continue on page 66 with the Hatzi Kaddish. Yikada, Yikada, Shmeraba. Yamadi Brachu, Yamlik Mafute, Bechaye, Mugyo, Ukayid, Yochomich Israel. Agala, Agala, Ubisman Karim, Limuru, It's a feeling. A place to humble ourselves to receive blessings and to open up our hearts and really say what needs to be said inside. To stop hiding from ourselves, hiding from each other, and hiding from God, but to open ourselves up, receive and be open. Na 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 Svattai Tikta. Na 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 Ufi Yaki Tehilate Eka. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svattai Tikta. Na 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 Ufi Yaki Tehilate Eka. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svattai Tikta. Na 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 Ufi Yaki Tehilate Eka. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hara El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol Zocher Asdei Avot Umefigo El Livnei Bneihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach Almighty. Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayim metim atah Rav Hoshia. Mechakel hayim be'chesed Mechayim metim berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofei olim Umatir asubrim Umekayem emunato Mishenei afar Michamocha b'kerurot Uvidon elach Melech v'ninu mechayem Umatzliach Yeshua ונאמנה לחיות ביתי. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. Please continue with traditional prayers from page 74, or your own personal prayers when you're done with your private devotions. Please be seated. As we pray for peace, the great peace, the Shalom on page 74. Shalom Israel, Shalom Israel, Ki ata hu melech adon, levu hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, levu hashalom. Shalom Yisrael tasim le'olam. Shalom Yisrael tasim le'olam. V'tov b'einecha lebarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael tasim le'olam. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Shabbat shalom. I just wanted to know if they could hear the wave, that's all. Good Shabbos. This is a fabulous Torah portion. It's fabulous. This is actually, possibly, my very, very favorite Torah portion, as my son walks out, for teenagers and bar mitzvahs. No, really, this is my favorite, I think it's probably my favorite Torah portion for bar mitzvahs. It's a great, that's, it's great you asked why. Thank you. Because it's all about what happens based upon how we use our mouth. So let's just recap for us. So what's going on is the Hebrews are traveling, and every time that they stop, when the cloud stops, when the fire stops, we pause. That's where we camp until God moves us again by moving the cloud. And at this particular juncture, the Jews who have already perfected the art of whining, which we have developed to a little whine, oi.
It's too cold.
It's too cold. A big one is oi, oi. A huge one is oi gewalt. Right? They perfected this wine. They're going to understand that how are they getting fed? They're getting fed with manna, right? Which tastes like whatever you want it to taste like. That's what we're told. And it comes from the ground. It's like the dew that comes off the ground. You have to collect it, and you can only have it for one day. It spoils after every day, except for on Fridays you can collect twice as much. And is there feedback? Is there a little feedback? I think we could turn down the volume. Is that this is better if I go like this? I don't know. It's a new sound system, I guess. So there is on Fridays you can have double portions because you can't collect on Sabbath. But it's always the same material. You pick it up. It's like a fungus in some ways, is what we think it was. But it tasted like whatever you want, and it gave you all the nourishment you wanted, and no carbs. And the people, however, this amazing, amazing food they're getting, what do? They whine. We miss being in Egypt. There we had lots of meat and fish. They were slaves. How much meat and fish do you think they really had? And they're whining, and Moses is frustrated with them and complains to God. And God says, I'll take care of it. And God makes them get quail. So what comes out of their mouth is whining, spoiled, entitled attitudes. And as a result, what do they get? So much quail, they choke on it. Quail, the bird. And it's much more than, be careful what you wish for, right? So that's one part of it, about what comes out of our mouth. The other part, and what comes in as a result. And then the other part is Miriam makes a comment about Moses' wife. She starts to spread gossip. Lashon hara, or lashon hara if you're from a different part of the world. The evil tongue. One of those things that cannot be taken back. And so she starts to spread gossip about Moses' wife. And as a result, she gets leprosy. She gets scaly skin, she gets leprosy. Now, when you teach this to teenagers, they don't even know what leprosy is often, so you have to explain it to them. But it's a hard portion to understand in terms of, well, why is someone getting leprosy? How does that have to do with gossip? Well, gossip is exactly like leprosy. You can contract it really, really easily. You can't get rid of it ever. You cannot get rid of gossip. And it's damaging forever, and you see it especially on the face and on the skin, on the external part. And kids can relate to gossip. How many of us have either been gossiped about or gossiped about someone in our lifetimes? If you're not raising your hand, you're a liar. Because we've all been gossiped about, and we all have that issue at times, not to say lashon hara. And when someone's going to tell me gossip, like if Alan's going to say, did you hear about Stan, right? What is my answer supposed to be? Talk to the hand, I'm out of here. Because gossip is the equivalency of theft, idolatry, and murder all at once. If I gossip, God forbid, about Mr. Poloni, I am stealing from you the opportunity to get to know Mr. Poloni on your own terms. I am murdering him in your eyes, and I'm setting myself up as an idol who knows better. So it's one of those things that really is really horrible. Can't be so easily fixed. So we need to be careful what comes out of our mouth. very careful. You can't take words back, can you? You can try and make sure, but you really can't take them back so easily. It takes a long time to have them come back. And so we want to be careful of that evil tongue, that gossip. When is the only time that that is allowed? Does anyone know? There's one instance where you are allowed to do Lashon Hara. Wait, I heard a bunch of, we're allowed to do anything to save a life. So yes, you're right. So I was wrong, you're right. There's more than one instance, but there's one other instance. Someone else was saying something? In business. So if I got my car fixed, and the guy was a gonoth, a thief, and Alan says, hey, Rabbi, I'm thinking about going to a mechanic, it's not considered Lashon Hara for me to say, don't. He's a gonoth, he's a thief. He may still want to take it, but then I would say, that's my experience of him. This is what he did. It's only reason, only way, specifically with regard to business. So careful about it. And let's look for a moment about how powerful Lashon Hara really is. How many of you are aware what happened on a New York subway this week? On a New York subway this week. Okay. There's been a lot of hate speech going on more and more against Israel and against Jews. The blood libel is being repeated. We have people like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. We have Nick Fuentes. We have more and more mainstream people saying horrible things. There's a video on it. Sunday maybe. A woman, this was videotaped. A Jewish woman, Orthodox woman, was on the subway, and a woman starts screaming at her, "You eat babies. You Jews eat babies," screams, and then starts hitting her and rips out her hair. By the way, Mayor Mondami has not said a word about this. Okay. This is all because of Lashon Hara that has become accepted language. Look at, we just had the primaries, which I guess is still going on because apparently in California primaries last for decades until people who want to win. But we just have these primaries and the things that people say about each other. And we wonder why our society is encouraging violence. That too is Lashon Hara. And it creates leprosy not only on the individual, but on the society. But it starts with each of us individually. How many times have each of us started to, I know no one here has ever said it, but started to say something that was of the evil tongue? Right. Did you hear about? These are horrible. Can you believe what so-and-so did? We all accept that there's a culture of violence going on right now. That there's more violence, especially against Jews, than there has been, God bless you, in any of our lifetimes. Do you know that violence against Jews in this past, I think 6 months, 3 months or 6 months in New York, does anyone have any idea how much higher it is now than it was? 70-some%. So we need to be careful of what we say, and we need to make sure that it's honest and transparent. We need not to exaggerate. Are lies only when we lie outright, or are there also lies of omission? We need to be careful about what we say. The last book of the Torah is called Deuteronomy, but in Hebrew it's Devarim, which means both words and things. Because words are substance, they have power, they have meaning. But it starts with each of us to stop our own Lashon Hara, our own evil tongue. To not listen or pay attention to someone else, to stop someone else when they start to walk away. Because you, like leprosy, once you contract it, you can't take it away, right? Alan tells me something about Mr. Poloni. He says Mr. Poloni's a pedophile. It doesn't matter if Mr. Poloni is or is not. every time I see Mr. Poloni give a hug to a child, what's going to go through my mind consciously or unconsciously? So we have to be more careful. And we have to stop others as well when they are committing that sin. Just, you know, that's not okay. Your opinion is your opinion, keep it to yourself. I'm not interested. We need to share that because it's happening culturally, it's happening individually, and it needs to be stopped. We need to hear things through our own experience, not through rumors or the grapevine or any other way. And if we can change our behavior, if we can change this perpetuation of the evil tongue, then maybe the leprosy and the violence will stop. Which is why it's such an important portion. I'll share with you a story that I shared before. I was a professor at Loyola and a young woman, it was an 8 o'clock class. Don't ask me why I got stuck with 8 o'clock classes at times, but it was an 8 o'clock class and this girl came in and her face was all puffy and she clearly been sobbing. And so I just created some exercise that everyone else, I was really concerned about, that everyone else would do. And I said, you know, you'll partner with me, let's go outside. I said, what's going on, what's wrong? At the time, there was a website, it is no longer in business, it was called Juicy Campus. JuicyCampus.com. JuicyCampus.com was organized by whatever school. And you could say anonymously whatever you wanted to say about anyone that you wanted to say it about. So this young woman who had rejected someone in a date the evening before, the young man had posted that he and his buddies had an orgy with her and she'd done all sorts of things. She was devastated. Thank God that site is gone, but there are other sites like it. In fact, pretty much all social media, isn't it?
That's it.
Okay. And we need to stop that in our own lives, in our culture's lives, in the world. My prayer for all of us is that we choose to no longer commit that error of gossiping, of evil tongue. That instead we replace it with honesty and transparency, with a lashon hatov, a tongue of goodness that speaks well of others. Where only pearls fall from the mouths of sages, and that we strive to be like that. And that if we have something to say to anyone, we say directly to them, not through someone else. And we hear things directly, not through someone else. And in so doing, make our world and our own lives that much better. Amen.
Amen.
I must say, when I found out yesterday, oh, what a great time. Not much longer to be mine. Well, I heard through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. You
Do you like have a whole Motown band under there? What's going on? They're all Oompa Loompas. He's got, you can't see it, he's got 7 Oompa Loompa players. You can use the horn Oompa Loompas that much. That was fabulous, wasn't it? So, announcements. Lots of announcements. So we'll start with the easy ones. As of today, we are going to Israel.
Yeah.
Today's young. But we are going to Israel, and we're having a meeting on Sunday, a Zoom call at 10 a.m. Please, if you're interested, if you're scheduled, please be on the Zoom call, because I'm going to give you all sorts of information you're going to want to have. It will be followed up by another Zoom call with people from Israel 365 in the beginning of next week. But we're going to have a Zoom call first, so that I can give everybody lots of information, because I do not want anyone being taken advantage of in any way. Okay? So I know some people can't go, or they're changing or different issues. So we're gonna have that and what we need, and we'll have that later in the week. Maybe Monday night, we might try and do it on Monday night, let's see. Wednesday night, we have Talmud and Tobacco. It is our annual America Judaism. So there'll be more information about the Jewish roots of America, how involved we all are. How many of you knew that in modern America, you wouldn't have Motown without some Jews?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Record producers.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We wouldn't have Christmas songs either.
You would have no Christmas songs. You'd have hymns, but you'd have no Christmas, at least no good Christmas songs. And interestingly, as were many of the founding people in the world of rap, actually, which is distinct in jazz, which is
Was that pronoun correct just now when you said many of the founding people?
I never thought about it, but I guess so.
That's the first time I've heard it.
Maybe founding men? No, rap I would say people. Rap I said people. Founding fathers are framers. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about all sorts of things. We're gonna talk about all sorts of stuff and how this nation is so dependent upon Jews and yet is betraying Jews in so many ways right now. We'll probably delve into some of what's going on politically right now on both sides of the aisle, not just one in terms of Jew hatred. It's a horseshoe, okay? The woke left and the woke right, and how they come together in hatred of Jews. So we're going to deal with that on Wednesday night, Talmud and Tobacco. Next Friday night, we have our first Shabbat under the stars, which will be lots of fun. Bring picnics, bring people. We're not going to take out ads, I don't think, this year in the April. Certainly not all summer. To see it, because I don't know that it really brings that many people. So we're going to see how it goes for the beginning of the summer and do that. What else am I missing?
High holidays.
High holidays. How many of you got your high holiday packets in the mail? Rephrase it. Who did not get a high holiday packet in the mail? Okay, so we don't know if they all went out. They all went out.
When you say packet, you mean the tickets?
No, with the packet, with the registration and all that.
That was online, wasn't it?
It's online, but it's also, you should have gotten a hard one as well. How many of you did not get a hard one? Okay, so we got to double check that, make sure that they've all gone out, so you can know that. So please register, please be generous when you do, so that we can, financially generous, so that we can make it to the high holidays. I think that's mostly it. Am I missing anything else? Matt, what about you? Wait, let me do Benny. Benny is playing at a club in Silver Lake or someplace, and you can find him on, it's no longer jackbenny.com, it's Benny Jack, and,
I would just look up Benny Lipson.
or the Broadway Brass Band,
Oh, yeah.
which, so, Benny's been very busy in the month of June, because apparently in Gay Pride Month, Broadway brass is huge.
Wow,
It's great. He's got all these gigs.
good for him.
Yeah, it's great. So, and follow him on Instagram. Matt,
I'm here. I don't know. I've got nothing new really to mention, but I've got instructional DVDs that are out there distributed by Hal Leonard. They're streaming also. I've got tons of content online. I'm a contributor for a couple different websites, orbisunum.com and for Toonies. Those are both developmental, developmental grade outreach projects, teaching kids.
you're the bumper music on
I do bumper music.
the podcast.
I do love the music on the Rabbi's podcast, that's true. Me and my man Denise. And I think that's, I'm working on some stuff with my wife also, she's producing. They tell you, a really good friend of mine, Carlos Rios, he's had a storied career. He was musical director for Lionel Richie. He co-wrote Dancing on the Ceiling. He was musical director when they were doing All Night Long. And I mean, he was played with everybody literally when they were on top. And he told me this. He said, when everybody asks you what you're doing and you don't have anything to tell them, just say, write and produce it.
Oh, right.
So you're writing and producing. And you're getting your little Oompa Loompas. You're drinking down there.
Oh,
That's-
good. Hey, it's done.
Fabulous. So I think those are our announcements. Again, in theory, we will not be having services when we're in Israel. In theory. Well, let me face it, if we're in Israel, we won't be doing our services.
But we'll be at the wall.
But we'll be at the wall. God willing, we'll be at the wall. And there's nothing like dancing at the wall. I don't know what it's like on the women's side, so I can't comment to that, but on the men's side, there's nothing like it in the world. I don't know what the women's side is like. And you can't be gender fluid at the wall.
No.
Can't you see?
So what?
Can't you see it? No?
Well,
You can see?
you can.
My mother was standing watching the other side.
Maybe you can see us, we can't see you.
No, for honesty's sake.
I never
My
saw
mother
it.
decided she
You can't really think about it. You're back here, you can see both sides, but once you go down to the men's side, you can't.
From not broad,
And they go down to the women's side.
but when you're up top,
When you're up top, you can see everything. Allison has a picture of boys and I at the wall with tons of men and what was it? Was it like a pink polo shirt or something? And so it was like, where's the rabbi? It was like, where's Waldo? So what we will be doing that. I also, there's no gala this year. There's not gonna be a gala.
Oh, good God.
There's not gonna be a gala. However, I'm gonna see if we can get Laser Lloyd to hang with us, which would be kind of cool. So, Suan's going, no, I bought that dress. Lois, the same thing. Yeah, I know. So, they're not doing a gala.
So we're not.
We don't have to dress.
Who is it? No.
This is the Israel trip. So there was a gala that's hosted by President Herzog and the mayor of Jerusalem, and they have canceled it. They will not be going. There will not be a gala. I'm not sure if the reason supposedly is that a number of the people that they honor aren't coming because they're not coming from different parts of the world. I think the reason is security.
Yes.
That's what I think. But that's the logic. We'll go over all that on Sunday. I think those are all the announcements, right? Did I miss anything? Okay. We continue our service on page 92. As we read responsibly for our country, which so desperately needs prayers, and for Israel, which also so needs them. Page 92. Swan, you're not alone. Same for Al, I think, same for Lois, same for Allison. No new dresses. We should just come back here and have a gala here.
Yes, let's.
Because, you gotta have an excuse to wear the new dress. We continue praying for our country as we read responsibly at the top of page 92, our God and God of our ancestors. We ask for blessings upon our country and upon the leaders of our nation and of our communities.
Where all the leaders serve to conduct their affairs on earth. May peace and security, happiness and prosperity, life and freedom abide among us.
Unite the inhabitants of our country, of all backgrounds and creeds, so that we may banish hatred and bigotry, safeguard our noblest ideals, and preserve those institutions which nurture liberty.
May this land and your providence be in this throughout the world. Help you to have peace and peace and bring close to the fulfillment of your promise.
Ways to go ahead of nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they live war anymore. For the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness, calm and confidence forever. And together we say, Amen. We ask your blessings, O God, for the state of Israel, for the land of Israel, and for the people of Israel.
Bless those in the federal and
May they be resolute in the face of the challenge and unwavering in the pursuit of justice and peace. Fulfill in our day the ancient promise that Zion shall be redeemed through justice and its inhabitants through righteousness. And together we say, Amen. We should bear off if there are those that you wish to pray for their healing. Body, mind, spirit, ask that you rise as we call out their names.
Moshe Diane Sullivan, Lloyd Sullivan, Back Fader, and Noel Wesley.
Kathy Serial, Biden, Sarah. Diane Sephiroth and Bobby Sephiroth.
Joel. Alice Stale, Stan Brewer, David Rubin, Mulver, Andrew Gillen, and for all those who need healing, the mind, the body, the spirit, all those who have been injured by acts of God or acts of man, all those especially who've been injured in this war, all those who've been injured mentally, physically, psychically, psychologically, through anti-Semitism, through hatred. Pray that they all receive healing, especially our first responders, those members of both the IDF, IAF, and the United States military. They all receive a quick and speedy, fruition and full and complete healing of the Neshama, the spirit, and the body. As we pray that the one who blessed our ancestors blesses them with healing. We should bear. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bless those in need of healing with the Ruach Shema, a renewal of body, a renewal of spirit. Let us say Amen. Elena is a prayer we find on page 100. 118, where we are taking upon ourselves the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. In this case, our Torah portion are taking upon ourselves to say what we mean what we say, to not have Lashon Hara, but rather Lashon Tov as we rise for the Erev. Aleinu l'shabeach le'adon ha'kol, v'atei l'olam yitzeh b'reshit, v'lo asanu kirei ha'razot, v'lo samanu k'shukol ha'adam, v'lo samanu k'ahel, v'kor aleinu v'chol ha'mokam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtarachim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצא הארץ ומשה יקרא בשמיים ממעל ושכינת כיסו שכינת עוזו בכוח אלוהים ובאלוהינו אינו ירד מלכנו אפס ובטח כתוב בתורתו, כבנתיו והשמותה, אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, השמיים ממעל, והארץ כתוב תורתך, אדוני ילך לעולם ועד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Please be seated. Page 124. Kaddish. A commitment to live life in a way that makes them proud. A commitment to live life in a way that brings honor to those who remember. There's someone you wish to remember because it's your morning or your etc. Just because I ask that you rise as we call out the names.
David?
Michael Chade and Andrew Schwartz.
All those who died in service of this nation of Israel, Anthony, all those who died, first responders, those who died as acts of God or acts of war, acts of nature, or acts of man. May the memories be a blessing. May we live in a way that makes them proud. May they always guide and protect us, keep us safe, and for all those who died defending Israel and the Jewish people. It is your custom to do so. I ask that you rise for the Kaddish on page 124. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabban, Be'alma, Divrach, Yeruteh, V'yamlich, Malchuteh, B'chayachon, V'yomechon, V'chayei Techol Beit Yisrael, Ba'adlam, V'zman Kari, Emru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabban, Mevorach Le'olam, V'lamei Almaniyah, Yitbarak Fishtibah, Yitba'ar V'yitlomam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalad, Shmei Kiddusha, B'richu, Elam Yimkol Birchata, Shirta, Tushbachata, V'nechamata, Damiran Le'alma, Emru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba, Min Shmaya, V'chaim Aleinu, Kol Yisrael V'emru, Amen. Osei Shalom V'ramahu, Ya'aseh Shalom, Amen. Kol Yisrael. And may the one who brings peace and nourishment, peace upon their souls, their families, these communities. Peace upon this community, this nation, and please God, for all the ones who remember for their sake, peace upon Israel in our time, and peace in the world until we say, Amen. people of Israel. It's true, every Jewish holiday. They attacked us, we won, let's eat. Think of the holiday we're going to have when Iran has its butt kicked. The celebrations and the times of peace. When the enemies of Israel truly have accepted the people of God. We got the great ally on our side, as my friend Bob Patrick has said. It's not fair to all the other groups because God's on our side. I have to share something before this that Steve and Jody were there last night, and Fiona was there last night, and anyone else there? And Elaine was there. Dinesh D'Souza said something interesting last night at an event because he's doing another movie and a series for Prayer University. There is not one instance, one archaeological instance, where archaeology has contradicted the Bible. Isn't that fascinating? Doesn't mean that there won't be, but it's not about theology, but isn't it interesting? So maybe they should get a hint. Let's just have peace now. Because the people, our fathers and we, people of Israel, Am Israel. Am Yisrael, 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 Oh, Davinu, 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 Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. That's a good idea. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. Hi, oh Davinu, hi, oh Davinu, hi, oh Davinu, oh Davinu, oh Davinu, hi, oh Davinu, hi, oh Davinu, hi, oh Davinu, oh Davinu. Oh, Davinu, hi, Brachana, Yisrochana, Pavlecha, Minachana, Yisrael, Pavlecha, Yisrochana, Shalom. Am Yisrael.